Let's have a look at the swing trading watch list for today, and we are looking at around I'm looking at around 33 stocks. So obviously the stocks with momentum are the one which I'm looking for the long side. This list includes both long and short. So you have STGM, which is like there's been a very orderly pullback, and you see series of narrow range day, so it's ready to break out anytime. So that's one. STDY, you will see a lot of these kind of medical stocks. This is a thinly traded stocks, 49,000 shares only traded, but like some of these are the one which are making bigger moves. Omeras Corporation, which is a biotechnology stocks. Then you have TTPH, again another specialty drug and pharmaceutical. Basically anything which has got biotechnology drug are the one which tends to make big moves. If you see, like, stock has gone up around 300% in last 3 months or something, like, and it's around 150%. So that's the kind of stock to look for. AUPH, another one of the biotechnology plays. Vortex, which is another biotechnology plays, going sideways. Penn National Gaming, this is earnings. It had 3 days move, and after that it's been just going sideways. Sometimes they break up before next earnings. Then if you have FMC Corporation or Asur, always check the earnings on any one of these stocks, because if they are earnings today, then that can be explosive to either upside or downside. A lot of REITs have rallied in the last 1 month. Now some of them are showing up in the momentum scans, and this is one of them which is setting up very nicely for a possible upside. They don't tend to be fast movers, but like if you see this particular rate, it did make a 12% move in 4 or 5 days. So that's the one which a fast mover will start showing up in your momentum scans. Then you have VSAR, which is again setting up very nicely, probably. Then HMSY, which is basically a little bit like bull flag kind of a setup after this big move here, which was around 14-15% move or 12% move. Then PRA, then Pega system, then your Amazon, which is setting up nicely pre-earnings. Then your Cerner, star. See, as I said, like, the REITs have started rallying, and this is the first leg of the move, and this is a bull flag which is formed. And the one REITs which are like the fast moving ones, like this one is like an at mid 8-10% move in 4 or 5 days, are the one which have started showing up in the scan. CBM, which is going sideways, not a very compact setup. Basically some of these are like on my extended list, and then out of that, like, the 4 or 5 which I'm watching are VSAR, TTPH, STGM, and AUPH on the long side. And we'll see some short setups also which I'm watching. Then you have TBTY, then you have Choice Hotels, which are like little bit extended. So this is a list which I maintain to watch what is happening. Now some of the shorts candidate, this is the first leg of the down move, there's a bearish flag, so that's one which I'm watching. Then you have ELP, which is like had a counter trend move, but that's like in a downtrend. Yeah, MSCC, again, stock was down, counter trend, bearish flag, momentum is down. So CRE, which already I think is gapping down probably, or was down after market, I think so, based on earnings. I'm not so sure. But VRTV is another one which is very nice. Like, say here it is down, and this is a bearish flag, and momentum is decreasing also, as it has rallied on a very low volume. So if it starts breaking down, that might be a short. Universal Insurance Holding, then you have BOFI, then Stamp, which was like a big winner. See, these are the kind of stocks which make a big move and then they start breaking down, but it's a thinly traded stock, so that's one of the problem with shorting it. But that's setting up. This is the kind of this is a setup which I'm watching currently for a possible short, because see here, first leg, very orderly down move, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 days kept going, and this is a small counter trend move. If it breaks down from this move, and as you can see, this move doesn't have much of a power, so if it breaks down, then that's more downside ahead. In rig, again, United Therapeutics. So those are some of the stocks. Out of that 4 5 which I am clearly watching very closely, is STGM is one of them. Then TTPH, this one is then your STGM, which is already there. AUPH, which are like some of the one which are like setting up very nicely. And VSAR, These are because the biotechnology stocks are the one which make big moves. As you saw yesterday, you had like in a TGTX which made a 16% move or 15.38% move. So those are the kind of stocks which tends to make big moves. Or based on the sector which is working currently. Some of these are not so good setups. Okay, so that's really the watch list which I am watching currently. And besides this, I also look at the pre-market winners, and for the pre-market winners, as you can see, Eki, Beye, Akaba is one which is showing up, and Twitter is another one which is showing up in pre-market winners. And on the loser side, you are X and STX. So for that, I run a scan in interactive broker to see what is breaking out on 50,000 plus volume in pre-market. So you have very few stocks which are up 2% plus on 50,000 plus volume, and one of them is AKBA and Twitter. So if you can see here, like AKBA, this was up major. That's is a biotechnology stock. So obviously when it breaks out with a very big thing. Twitter post earning is up, I think 10% in pre-market. Then you have X, which is down around I think 17% or something, and your STX, which is down around 8%. So this is the kind of stocks which I'm watching for swing trading today.